You know what your problem is?
I ain't got no problem, man. Don't tell me. Don't tell me what my problem is.
It was a season that no one could forget, full of surprises, drama, and moments that had fans glued to their screens every single week. Love and hip hop. Atlanta delivered plenty of entertainment, but no one shook things up quite like Saucy Santana. The outspoken rapper, singer, and social media star became one of the biggest personalities on the show, turning heads with his fearless attitude, eye-catching fashion, and blunt opinions. From the moment he stepped on the scene, he demanded attention, and it didn't take long for him to become the talk of the show. His journey was nothing short of explosive. With his over-the-top energy and razor-sharp comebacks, he quickly became a fan favorite. His ability to stir up controversy kept things interesting, whether he was clapping back at someone or dropping catchy tracks that had everyone talking. Santana knew how to own the spotlight, and for a while, it seemed like nothing could slow him down. But in the world of love and hip-hop, where tension is always bubbling under the surface, peace never lasts long. As his star rose, so did the friction with his castmates. Santana had never been one to hold back his opinions, and his bold personality didn't always sit well with others. Whether he was critiquing someone's music or commenting on their personal life, he made sure his voice was heard, sometimes a little too loudly. The drama had been building for a while, and it was only a matter of time before things exploded. While his confidence and quick wit made him stand out, they also became his biggest downfall. The same fire that made him a star was the very thing that eventually led to his most intense conflicts.
I probably went too hard or something, took something the wrong way or something like that, you know? So I want to say, I'm sorry to Chaotic, you know? We're getting somewhere. We're not. Because I can give the... Because let me tell you something. When a mother over me and he feel like I'm not a good person, I feel the same way Chaotic feels. So we on the same page.
No, but he does not feel that way.
He just said it. He said, hey, if you feel like I'm not a good person in your life, then you need to stay like that, and I'm going to stand on that. And we going to stand on it.
No.
Let's stand on it.
No.
He going to stand on it.
No, he does not. Stop. He did not say that.
What I said was, if you feel like I'm a bad person to you, then
Okay, but this is not about that right now. This is about you. How do you feel about him?
No.
I never said I had a problem with him.
No, this what he do. He say something crazy, and he be like, oh, I ain't got no beef. I ain't got no stuff.
Chaotic always try to play a victim. He'll start some, then he want to be like, I don't want no beef, man. If you got an issue, stand on it. If not, sit down and shut up, bro.
At the end of the day, like I said, bro, it don't even really matter.
Cuz gonna try to goddamn, he want everybody to be like, oh my God.
No, because we're so grown, we can really make an assessment of our own thoughts here.
I be watching cuz I be like, oh.
Okay, so wait.
You know what your problem is?
I ain't got no problem, man. I beat your ass.
You had a million times to do it.
Do it now.
Why you wait till you get on TV to do it?
Why you on YouTube?
You're a TV man.
You a clown.
You got a problem with me.
You a talker. Keep talking that shit, boy.
He's a...
Hey, man. Boy.
Saucy Santana's quick wit and sharp words became his trademark. He knew exactly how to get under people's skin, and while many fans loved his boldness, it also made him a few enemies. His strong personality made him stand out, but it also created plenty of tension with the other stars on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. At first, the clashes were just small arguments, but over time, things got more heated. Santana's habit of speaking his mind, without holding back, rubbed some people the wrong way. And it wasn't long before those little disagreements turned into full-blown feuds. The breaking point came during one of the season's most talked about events, an extravagant party that was supposed to be a night of fun, but ended up being a battlefield. The event had everything fans had come to expect: fancy outfits, expensive drinks, and, of course, drama waiting to unfold. Everyone knew that tensions had been rising between Santana and one of the show's biggest stars, someone known for handling conflict with both class and intensity. For weeks, their issues had been brewing, with each episode adding more fuel to the fire. That night, it finally exploded. It all started with a single comment from Santana. His words were sharp, meant to cut deep and aim directly at his rival. The air in the room shifted instantly. Everyone knew what was coming. The other cast member, never one to walk away from a fight, wasn't about to let it slide. What started as an exchange of words quickly escalated into something much more intense. The back and forth became louder, faces got closer, and before anyone could stop it, the argument turned into an all-out showdown. People in the room tried to step in, but it was already too late. Santana's confidence, the same thing that made him such a star, had led him straight into one of the biggest confrontations of the season. The fallout from that night would change everything, proving that in the world of love and hip-hop, no one is untouchable.
Whole time, he the one who called me out my name, disrespecting me, talking gangster. I never talked gangster. I never threatened him. I don't play no victim. I just don't do all that fake gangster talking and all that there. You came at me talking gangster. First of all, if I say anything slick or say anything crazy out my mouth, I got the right to anyway.
What happened next was pure chaos. The argument quickly turned into a vicious back and forth, with both stars throwing insults that cut deeper each time. Their voices grew louder, drawing the attention of everyone at the party. The tension in the room was thick, and it was clear that neither of them was willing to back down. Then, in an instant, everything spiraled out of control. Santana, pushed past his breaking point, lunged at his rival. The crowd gasped. Security rushed in, trying to separate them, but the damage was already done. The cameras caught every second of the altercation, raw, intense, and completely unfiltered. What was supposed to be a night of celebration had turned into an explosive scene that millions of viewers would soon witness. Behind the scenes, producers panicked. The drama that made the show entertaining had now crossed a dangerous line. Instead of just arguments and shade, it had become something much worse. Bad press, bad behavior, and a serious headache for the network. They knew they had a difficult decision to make. Over the next few days, as the production team scrambled to contain the fallout, discussions began about Santana's future on the show. Could they risk keeping him, knowing that more chaos might follow? Or was it time to let him go before things got even worse? The answer came quickly. The network made its decision and released a cold, direct statement. Due to ongoing disruptions and failure to follow the show's standards, Saucy Santana's contract has been terminated. The reality TV world was stunned. Santana, however, had seen it coming, though that didn't make it any easier. He took to social media, venting his frustrations in a series of emotional posts. He accused the show of using him for entertainment, only to cast him aside when things got too intense. He called out the industry's hypocrisy, declaring, "They can kick me off, but they can't take my crown." Fans were divided. Some rallied behind him, praising his boldness. Others felt he had gone too far. Even some of his castmates, who once laughed along with his antics, expressed disappointment. But Santana wasn't one to dwell on setbacks. Instead, he poured his energy into his music, dropping hit singles, collaborating with big names, and proving he didn't need reality TV to stay relevant. His confidence, unique style, and undeniable talent kept him in the spotlight. His time on Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta might have ended in flames, but one thing was certain: Saucy Santana wasn't going anywhere. The only question left was, what would he do next?